Been. Have you ever been to China? Never. I'll never give up. I've never met him. Kiwi. Where do kiwis live? My favorite fruit is kiwi fruit. Hold. He is holding a baby in his arms. They are going to hold a meeting soon. Hold the door open, please. Decide. She decided to be a doctor. I haven't decided what to eat yet. Ballet. She wants to learn ballet abroad. Enough. I don't have enough money. This room is large enough for me. Pay. He paid 500 yen for the ticket. Pay attention to her words. Marry. She married John. Will you marry me? Space. I want to go to outer space someday. There is enough space for my desk. American. They speak American English. She is an American. Cracker. Try this cracker with cheese. Pull the strings of the crackers. Wedding. He bought a wedding ring. I went to my friend's wedding. Forward. We moved forward slowly. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Keep. Keep the change, please. Please keep the door open. I kept sleeping for hours. Tour. We made a tour of Hokkaido. They went on a tour around the world. Able. I am able to play the guitar. He will be able to walk soon. Since. I have lived in Osaka since I was born. Build. Rome was not built in a day. Winner. Who will be the winner of this game? Few. I was in the hospital for a few days. I have few friends here. Tournament. He became a champion in the tournament. However. She said okay. However, I was worried. Area. They have a lot of snow in this area. The floor area is about 100 meters squared. Part. Japan is part of Asia. I took part in the tour. Spend. We will spend 7 days in Hawaii. I spent some money on books. Ever. Have you ever climbed Mount Fuji? Crowded. The street was crowded with people. I don't like boarding a crowded train.
Pass. Pass me the salt, please. 5 years have passed since it happened. He passed the exam. Introduce. Let me introduce myself. May I introduce my parents? Instead. I didn't have a pen, so I used a pencil instead. Celebrate. We celebrated her 20th birthday. Uruguay. Uruguay is a country in South America. Rule. Students must keep the school rules. Piece. I found a piece of broken glass. I gave her 2 pieces of cake. Ferry. We will take the first ferry on that day. Such. I've never seen such an exciting game. Wales. There are some beautiful castles in Wales. Afraid. I am afraid of dogs. I am afraid to go there. Save. He saved the child from the fire. I save money for the future. Contact. They have kept contact with each other. Nervous. I was very nervous before the interview.
Hill. We got to the top of the hill at noon. Performance. The actor gave a wonderful performance. Scottish. This is a CD of Scottish music. Halloween. Many kids enjoy Halloween in the United States. While. My dog waited outside while I was shopping. Let's take a break for a while. Church. They go to church every Sunday. There is a big church in this town. Carnival. The carnival is held every February. South. Kagoshima is in the south of Japan. The room has a south window. Perform. She performed Juliet in a play. He performed the task easily. Korean. I watched a TV program about Korean culture. Without. We can't live without food. He left without saying a word. Recipe. Shall I show you the recipe for this spaghetti? Quick. He is a quick worker. The car made a quick stop. Main. He is the main character of this comic series. Behind. Let's hide behind the curtain. The bus is 5 minutes behind schedule.
Hip-hop. Hip-hop is a kind of dance music. Europe. My mother wants to travel around Europe. Adult. 2 adult tickets and 1 child, please. King. People say that a lion is the king of the beasts. Return. He has just returned home. I returned the book to her. License. My brother got a driver's license. She will return her license. Himself. Sam looked at himself in the picture. Kilometer. I ran 2 kilometers in PE class. Wild. Many wild animals live in this area. Mexican. She told me how to cook a Mexican dish. Real. He wears a real gold watch. She said it was a real story. Guess. Guess who? I guess that he is about 30. Lend. I lent her the book. Please lend the CD to me. Believe. I couldn't believe my eyes. Do you believe in Santa Claus? Kill. They were killed in a traffic accident.
Mystery. Nobody could solve the mystery. He is a mystery to me. Table tennis. She likes playing table tennis. He is a famous table tennis player. Either. I can't speak French.
I can't either.
Herself. Celine introduced herself. Plant. No plants grow there.
I planted tulips in the garden.
Business. What is his business? She is here on business. Smell. This flower has a sweet smell. He smelled the milk. Bakery. She works at the bakery. Is there a bakery near here? Type. This type of music is popular among young people. Rich. Many people want to get rich. Lemons are rich in vitamin C. Scotland. He was the first king of Scotland. My sister lives in Scotland. Cost. My computer cost $1,500. How much will the cost be? Project. I heard about the project to build a new airport. Part-time. He is looking for a part-time job. I work part-time. Climb. We climbed Mount Fuji last year. I can't climb a tree.
Wet. I got wet because of the shower. Don't use the wet towel. Whale. Do you know that whales aren't fish? I went whale watching last summer. Steal. It's wrong to steal money from someone. Myself. I felt angry with myself. I started to live by myself. Boxer. He became a professional boxer at the age of 18. Fact. Please tell me the facts. In fact, the man is a president. Certainly. I'd like a cup of coffee.
Certainly.
Guide. The dog guided the man to the station. Anytime. You can ask me anytime if you have questions. Century. We are living in the 21st century. This was built about a century ago. Through. The river runs through the woods. We traveled through Japan. Quiz. My family likes watching quiz shows. Exercise. Walking is good exercise. You should get some exercise. Dock. People on the dock waved at the ship. Everywhere. You can use this phone everywhere.
Weekday. She comes home at 6 on weekdays. Let's go there on a weekday. Queen. Queen Elizabeth II was born in 1926. Serve. The waiter will serve your drinks first. True. Is this story true? Answer true or false for each sentence. Accident. They had a traffic accident. I met him by accident. Gate. Let's meet at the school gate. He opened the gate for me. Sunglasses. He always wears sunglasses outside. Sugar. Do you want sugar in your coffee? Add a spoonful of sugar. West. The sun sets in the west. We drove to the west coast. Taste. I hate the taste of this medicine. This vegetable tastes bitter. Reach. I reached Tokyo this morning. She reached for the sugar. Native. He is a native speaker of English. Are you a native of this country? Proud. I'm proud of you. He made me proud of myself. East. The sun rises in the east. The strong east wind blew. Even. He worked even on Sundays. I'll buy it even if it's expensive.
Alone. He is home alone today. You are not alone. Environment. How should we protect the environment? Staff. Our company has a staff of 1,550. Noise. Don't make any noise. The noises of the street were loud. Follow. Please follow me. He followed Anne's advice. Marathon. I'm going to enter the marathon. He got a gold medal in the marathon. Anywhere. Did you go anywhere last Sunday? Recycle. We should use recycled paper. They recycle cans and bottles. Mind. I made up my mind to be a doctor. I'm sorry I'm late.
Never mind.
Asia. The population of Asia is growing. Shut. All the windows are shut. Shut up. Sightseeing. The purpose of my trip is sightseeing. We did some sightseeing today. Narrow. There are many narrow streets in my town. Loud. She cried in a loud voice. Please speak a little louder. Die. She died 2 years ago. Few people die of the disease.
Below. All the children there were below the age of 15. Straight. Go straight along this road. She has straight hair. Usual. He arrived at school at 8 as usual. Leader. We chose her as leader of the club. Several. I have seen him several times. The watch cost several $100s. Abroad. I have never been abroad. My brother studies abroad. Someone. Someone is calling me. I saw someone cross the street. Fill. I filled the bottle with water. The box is filled with candies. Subway. They take the subway to go everywhere. Year-end. That shop is having a special year-end sale. Flight. How was your flight? The flight from Tokyo is now arriving. Tie. It's difficult for me to read tie. Couple. I only have a couple of dollars. An old couple lived in the village. Photographer. He is the photographer who took this photo. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations on your marriage.
Drawing. He used color pencils for the drawing. Terrible. This vegetable soup tastes terrible. War is terrible. Package. She sent a package from the post office. Toss. He tossed the volleyball into the air. My team won the toss. Interview. I had an interview with my homeroom teacher. Luckily. Luckily, no one was injured in the accident. Absent. Ben was absent from school yesterday. I'll be absent tomorrow. Memory. Happy memories fill my album. Cover. The field is covered with snow. I washed the chair cover. Mix. I mixed blue paint with yellow paint to make green paint. Smartphone. I want the latest type of smartphone. My smartphone broke yesterday. Pair. 3 pairs of shoes were by the door. Design. She designed her own wedding dress. Cross. We crossed the river by boat. That is the flag of the Red Cross. Pleasure. Singing gives me pleasure. Thank you.
My pleasure. Perfect. He said, few people can be perfect. Worried. She is worried about her daughter. I'm worried that I'll be late. Hole. I found a small hole in the wall. He is digging a hole in the ground. Field. The rice field is filled with green rice plants. Across. The post office is across the river. The train runs across the country. Mouse. My cat cannot catch a mouse. The small mouse ran away. President. Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States. Invent. Paper was invented in China. Bell invented the telephone. Traditional. This is a traditional Japanese festival. Probably. Jack will probably come to the meeting. Million. This city has a population of 2 million. Exit. Please check where the exits on this airplane are. Tight. These jeans are too tight for me. She held her son tight. Novel. I like the main character of this novel. He has written a new novel. Hairdresser. My dream is to be a hairdresser. I had the hairdresser cut my hair.
Assistant. James works as an assistant language teacher in Japan. Medicine. Take this medicine and you will feel better. Forest. Many kinds of wild animals live in the forest. Simple. This test was very simple. The recipe for this dish is simple. Stage. The girl danced on the stage. We don't know the results at this stage. Award. John won the Best Actor Award of the year. Dangerous. It's dangerous for children to go there. This area is dangerous. Parade. The day was celebrated with a parade. Belgium. I gave her the chocolate I bought in Belgium. Golfer. The girl grew up to be a professional golfer. Pond. What kinds of fish live in the pond? Swimmer. He is the best swimmer in our class. Explain. Please explain the rule to me. He explained how to use the machine. Trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm sorry to trouble you. Above. The plane is flying above the clouds. The sun rose above the mountain.
Clever. What a clever child he is. She is clever with her hands. Indian. Indian curry tastes different from Japanese curry. Tourist. I saw some foreign tourists enter the shrine. Owner. A new service for dog owners started. Advice. She gave me some advice. Tail. A dog is wagging its tail. Heads or tails? Middle. We had an earthquake in the middle of the night. War. World War II ended in 1945. Many people died in the war. Somewhere. Let's have a seat somewhere warm. I want to go somewhere else. Billion. The world's population will be over 8 billion in 2030. Ahead. Go straight ahead. He is 1 kilometer ahead of us. Whole. I have a dream to travel the whole world. Youth. He would often take a trip in his youth. Difference. Can you tell me the difference between these two wines? Eve. December 24th is Christmas Eve. We eat soba on New Year's Eve.
Judge. I can't judge if I should go or not. Kid. Some kids were in the park. You're kidding me. Worker. About 500 workers work in this office. Portugal. Some things were introduced into Japan from Portugal. Surprised. She looked surprised to hear the news. Cheaply. The shop sold some sweaters cheaply. Frog. A little frog jumped out of the box. Button. When you want us, please push this button. Chance. Please give me another chance. I met her by chance. Charity. The man planted trees for charity. Stew. My sister can cook tasty beef stew. Spot. I'm looking for a good spot for camping. Local. The reporter asked the local people some questions. Elevator. I took an elevator to the third floor. The elevator was full of people. Belt. Please fasten your seatbelt.
Deep. This lake is the deepest in Japan. The color of the sea was deep blue. Shock. It was a big shock when the singer got married. Clear. We can see Mount Fuji on a clear day. Central. The train took us to central London. Barbecue. Let's have a barbecue in the backyard. Balloon. A big red balloon was in the air. I've never ridden in a hot air balloon. Medal. He practiced hard to win the gold medal. Symbol. This flower is a symbol of our city. What does this symbol mean? Cheer. We cheered his team. I was cheered by the letter. Protect. We must protect wild animals. Horizon. The sun went below the horizon. I saw the horizon from the plane. Suit. He was dressed in a new business suit. Fries. I ordered a hamburger and French fries. Fitting room. Can I try this shirt on in the fitting room? Actress. The actress appeared on the stage. She is a movie actress.
Anymore. You are not alone anymore. Mushroom. These mushrooms are found in wet places. British. She is British. We visited the British Museum. Flag. The players put up the national flag. People waved flags along the road. Actually. He looks young, but actually, he is 50 years old. School bag. The school bag of my school is black. Tube. Take the tube to central London. Strange. Something strange happened. I was lost in a strange place. Cycling. It's nice to go cycling on a fine day. Shrine. The Meiji Shrine was completed in 1920. Imagine. I can't imagine life without music. Imagine you are in another country. Mail. Is there any mail for me? I have to mail this letter. Slice. I ate 2 slices of bread this morning. Please slice a lemon. Necktie. My father wears a suit and necktie for work. Hey. Hey, you don't look fine. What's up?
Correct. He was the only student who gave the correct answer. Mistake. I made some mistakes on the test. I mistook your sister for you. Neither. I knew neither of those 2 girls. Stormy. The weather will be stormy tonight. Don't go out in such a stormy day. Push. Push this button. I pushed my bike to the school. Wing. The bird spread its wings. The wings of the butterfly are beautiful. Graduate. My sister graduated from high school this spring. Fix. I couldn't fix the bike by myself. Please fix the parts firmly. Snowboarding. He went snowboarding last winter. Burn. She burned her old pictures. I got a burn on my arm. Pull. Pull the rope. I pulled everything out of the bag. International. I made an international call. That is Kansai International Airport. North. Iwate is in the north of Japan. Strong north winds are blowing. Horseback. The king went to the town on horseback. Done. Have you done your homework yet? The job was done at night.
Leaf. The street was covered with dead leaves. Indonesia. I visited some old temples in Indonesia. Backpack. He put his clothes in the backpack. Boss. My boss told me to check the documents. Side. Walk the right side of the road. I'm always on your side. Capital. Tokyo is the capital of Japan. Please write your name in capital. Flour. Mix 200 grams of flour and 1 cup of milk. Rest. We rested for a while. Let's have a rest. Reporter. I was interviewed by the newspaper reporter. Rise. The sun rises in the east. The price of oil is rising. Dry. Is your hair dry yet? The lake went dry. Parking. The department store has a large free parking. Figure. See figure 2. I tried to hide my figure. Guest. They invited few guests to the wedding. Click. Click the button to read the next page.
Plaza. We took a rest at the Central Plaza. Clerk. I asked the clerk how much the hat was. ID. Could you show me your ID? I lost my ID card. District. I live in the same school district as you. Tradition. We have the tradition of eating soba on New Year's Eve. Fiction. This is his first work of fiction. Do you often read fiction? Guidebook. I carried a guidebook with me during the travel. Friendly. He is friendly to everyone. My dog is very friendly. Easily. I was able to find your house easily. Agree. I agree with him. I agree we should stop the plan. Scary. I watched a scary movie. Cancel. I'm afraid that the party was canceled. Garbage. Please take out the garbage. Where is the garbage can? Court. This garden is as large as a tennis court. Gold. The price of gold went up. He won a gold medal.
Stomach. My stomach is strong. I sometimes take the stomach medicine. Complain. He is always complaining about food. Possible. Please come back as soon as possible. Comfortable. The hotel room was very comfortable. Till. Could you wait here till I come back? Continue. The rain continued for 2 days. I continued skiing until sunset. Exam. I took the entrance exam of the college. Print. Their phone number is printed here. Possibly. Possibly he missed the train. Hate. I hate bugs. I hate to see you crying. Fight. 2 boys are fighting. They lost the fight against the enemy. Belong. I belong to the music club. This bike belongs to me. Softly. She softly talked to her children. Bright. What's the name of that bright star? Left. I hurt my left hand. You'll see the station on your left.
Bit. She was a little bit tired. The shirt is a bit too large for me. Turkey. We roasted the turkey for the party. Sunlight. The morning sunlight woke me up. The spring sunlight is warm. Asian. Japan is one of the Asian countries. The Asians made a community. Habit. You should have healthier eating habits. Oven. Put the cookies in the oven and bake them. Promise. He often breaks his promise. He promised to write to me. Foreign. It's important to learn a foreign language. I want to visit foreign countries. Block. Walk 2 blocks and turn left. Noodle. Boil the noodles for 9 minutes. Udon is a Japanese noodle. Storm. The storm hit the village at night. The old tree fell down in the storm. Weak. I'm weak in science. This coffee is weak. Final. I couldn't watch the final episode of the drama. Fantastic. The view from the beach was fantastic. Peace. Who doesn't hope for world peace?
Exchange. I exchanged letters with Mike. We made an information exchange. Thick. The walls of my room aren't thick. This book is 3 centimeters thick. Fashion. It was the fashion in the 1980s. Do you read fashion magazines? Set. I set a bed by the window. The sun sets in the west. Step. Watch your step. I climbed the mountain step by step. Tightly. The baby was held in his mother's arms tightly. Worse. Things are getting worse. The weather is worse than yesterday. Island. Find the Japanese islands on the world map. Butter. I spread butter on my bread. This butter has no salt in it. Candle. The boy blew out the candles on his birthday cake. Source. I want to know the source of his money. He showed me the source of his information. Midnight. Why did you call me at midnight? I went to bed around midnight. Familiar. I heard a familiar voice from somewhere. Solar. They research solar energy at that company. Hardly. I can hardly remember what he said.
Clothing. No piece of clothing was in the closet. Meal. Do you have 3 meals every day? I enjoyed the delicious meal. Scarf. She put on the scarf and gloves. Tell me how to wear a scarf. Shake. I shook hands with her. He was shaking with cold. Upset. What made you upset? The accident upset me. Sometime. Visit our house sometime. I think I met her sometime last year. Wide. The river is 50 meters wide at this point. Stranger. I'm a stranger here, so I can't tell you the way. Mean. What does this word mean? What do you mean? Guy. Bill is a nice guy. Hi, guys. Downtown. The downtown was crowded with foreign tourists. Pan. Shall I heat the stew in the pan? Power. This machine can produce electric power. Heart. My heart is beating fast. He has a kind heart. Spread. I spread butter on the bread. The influence spread around the world.
Hockey. This is a stick for hockey. I've never played hockey. Aquarium. The teacher took us to the aquarium. View. I enjoyed the view from the window. Helpful. Thank you for the helpful information. This map will be helpful on the way. Carefully. Listen to me carefully. She uses her things carefully. Sadly. She left the room sadly. Sadly, they never met again. Control. He should learn how to control himself. Knock. Knock on the door twice before you enter the room. Channel. Can I change the channel? We went across the English Channel. Interest. He has had a great interest in plants since he was young. Carpenter. The carpenters have completed the house. Anyway. Thanks anyway. Let's try it anyway. Worst. It was the worst day of his life. We thought about the worst case. Bug. The bug in the software was fixed. Badly. The man was injured badly in the accident.
Energy. We should save energy. She is always full of energy. Underwater. He tried to take pictures of fish underwater. Lemonade. This lemon drink is called lemonade. Boil. I ate a boiled egg this morning. I boiled water in the pot. Clearly. We can see Mount Fuji clearly today. Please speak more clearly. Fee. The school fee should be paid by the end of the month. Surf. I surf the internet every day. Ghost. He doesn't believe in ghosts. She fears ghosts. Railway. There is a railway along the coast. Why don't you travel by railway? Principal. The principal called the boy who had broken the window. Elementary. Her son is in the 3rd grade in elementary school. Collection. He has a big collection of old stamps. Hero. The players were said to be the national heroes. Add. I added some milk to the tea. 5 added to 7 makes 12. Upstairs. I heard a noise upstairs.
Spider. I saw a big spider's web on the wall. Service. The service at that hotel is wonderful. Passenger. There were a lot of passengers waiting for the plane. Manager. He is the manager of the London office. Recently. Recently, his new novel was published. Diamond. He put the diamond ring on her finger. Lock. I forgot to lock the door. The car is locked. Public. The survey of public opinion was made. Anyone can use a public library. Shell. I collected beautiful shells on the beach. Shy. She is too shy to talk to boys. Differently. He thought differently from his friends. Support. Which soccer team do you support? Sight. The garden was a lovely sight. I have good sight. Title. What is the title of their latest song? I can't remember the title of the book. Wish. I wish for everyone's happiness. I made a wish on the star.